And I'm not supposed to every time I open my browser and every time I can't check this API routes. To monitor that, I'm going to use a software called Postman, which is really comes handy when you're working with the API services and all those things. So go ahead and download this and install the Postman in your machine. But I'm already having the Postman application in my machine, so let me open it. So it's just you need to create a free account over here. It's just use your Gmail or anything else. You can create a free account over there, and let me open it. It's taking too long to open today. I don't know why. Yep, now it's opened. Okay, so it's opened and it's up and running now. Look at that. So let me close all the APIs and over here because I already worked a lot of APIs with my custom projects. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a new project over here. Click new, not here. I'll create a new folder, new collection for it, and I'll name that collection as REST API underscore MongoDB underscore YouTube. So I'll create a new collection. Inside this new collection, I'm going to create a new request, add new request, and that is going to be the get request. Get home. Okay, that's a get home request. Root home. Okay, so all I just need to do is just go to open up your browser and copy this link from here. And now we don't need this browser anymore. We are just going to use this one. Okay, now let me start my server npm start. So this server will start listening over here, and now if I hit it, and I will get that response over here. I will get the response as I am inside the home. Look at that. We work our everything is working fine. Okay, now if I type the post also, it should work fine because we're having the post. If I hit send, look at that. It's showing I'm inside the post. So our services, it's working up and running fine. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep my app file simple as much as possible. To do that, um, I'm going to create a new folder called routes where I'm going to maintain all my external routes. Like if you want to go for the routes which based for users separately and for post separately and for any other thing, any other API REST ports like post, user, and blog, all those things. If you're having any different action, I need to keep everything as a separate routes. To do that, I'm going to create a new folder called routes. Okay, inside this folder, I'm going to create a new file called post. Okay, we are going to create a new file called post because this is a post route, post.js. Okay, inside this post.js we are going to use the route. Okay, we need to use the route because a route, it's already coming from that router is coming from your express itself, so we don't need to install any external packages. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create const express require express. First you need to import the express package. Then what you need to do is so let me stop the connection because every time it's keep on refreshing, it will hit the MongoDB connection string. So let me stop it, and then we need to configure the router. So const router is equals require not require because we already created the express. So express dot router, this is the class we are going to use for managing our router. Okay, so now I don't need to use the express, I need to use the router. Okay, so here first I will copy all these things. I will no home, it should be there. So I'll copy this post from there, from my app over here. So this is to get all the post. Okay, this time I'm not going to use the app, I'm going to use the router. So copy the router and paste it over here. Okay, so and now what I need to do is I need to export this model, otherwise it will not work. Okay, so we need to export. So module dot exports equals router. We are exporting this particular router. So whenever I'm running that particular thing, it should come from here. So this is where we are going to understand our middleware. Okay, I'm going to explain you the middleware. So let me keep this route now, so to for that it will really easy to for you understand the middleware. So to run a middleware, so middleware helps you to run another function at the time of sending a request and sending a response. In the time of the middle, at the middle point, it will run another function. So I'm going to run app.use. Okay, so we are going to run an app.use over here. So app.use, whenever any request is coming through this particular route slash post, that means whenever I'm sending a request to this, if it is request is coming through this particular port, sorry, this particular route, then what I need to do is I need to call a callback function, and I'm going to just print a method, I'm just going to console log it, console.log log like this is middleware. Okay, so if I send a request, if I send a request to this particular route, this function, this middleware will be triggered, and this message will be executed in the middleware. Let me check. npm start. Okay, so it's up and running, and our MongoDB is connected. And if I send request to that particular port, if I hit send, it's keep on sending because the middleware is running, but the middleware is not completed. It's showing still that this is the middleware because the middleware is up and running now. It's not yet completed still now. That's why we are not getting the response back. Okay, so that will fix the problem and everything. So I hope now you understand what is middleware. Okay, so let me stop it, and we don't need this route, because why I don't need it in the app.js is because we created the post.js as a separate router. Whenever it's coming through this particular route, we are going to reroute it to the post.js. That's what we are going to do. That will be done in your middleware. Okay, so let me delete this. Okay, first I need to import the routes from that. We need to import the routes. In our case, the route is going to be our post.js. So app const post route is equals, not const, spelling is wrong, const post route is equals require double dot slash routes, double dot slash or dot slash, yeah, dot slash routes slash post. Okay, so now this will take this file, it will creates an object through this post route, so that using this we can access everything here. And now I'm going to make sure this app is going to use, okay, whenever any post routes, whenever any posts, if I'm sending any posts over here, if it's coming any if any request is coming through this particular route, use post route file, navigate it to this particular post.js. Okay, so that will work fine. npm start. Now let's check whether it's working fine or not. Okay, now if I hit this send post message, if I hit it, it's showing an error, cannot get the post slash post. Why? I think, let me check 1 second. Let me change this to slash root. Here we go, because slash post is coming from there, because route will be changed like that. If you keep again slash post, it will come through the slash post, and again it will search for slash post. Okay, so that's not supposed to happen. That's why I keep this post as a home. Okay, if it is coming through this particular post, it will go and access this home directory of the home route of the post. And like that, after this I can create a new route also, router dot get slash specific post. Like that I can give a request, not that one. Okay, open, and I can pass two parameter, request and response. So here I'm just going to send the messages. Here I'm going to send a message inside the specific post. Say the changes. Now, if I'm sending this particular route, that means slash specific. If I send it, now we can see that it's showing it's inside the specific route. Now I hope you understand that how the middleware is working now. Okay, so I'm sending a request and it will goes to the app.js. If that request is coming through slash post, it will reroute it to post.js, and once it comes inside the post.js, if anything after that, it will this is the for home directory, and if after that post it's having any specific things, any particular route name or anything, it will go and open that particular route from the post.js. Okay, so if you wish to have a user and for blog or anything, all you just need to create a new route for your user and for your blog, and all you just need to add like this app.use. If it is coming through user, you just need to create a user route just like this and record it and create a user route and leave it over there so that you can just change your user routes. So by this way you can keep your app.js simple and clean. Okay, so that helps you to monitor your all the routes separately in a separate file. Okay, so let me close it. Okay, so now what we are going to do is we are going to, so get post, it's working fine now, so get all, it's working fine, so leave it as it is. So now what we are going to do is we are going to uh, post some data, our data, into the MongoDB. Okay, so before posting some data, we need to create a schema. Schema means a structure, a database structure. We need to create a schema.